Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and I hope everyone had a very happy Valentine's Day. This video is going to be coming out after Valentine's Day, but I wanted to share with you all a little project I did for Valentine's Day. It's kind of simple, but I thought it was really cute and it was a good idea. Unfortunately, this video is coming after Valentine's Day. But as you can see here, I have this little heart-shaped wooden piece that I got at the dollar store. I did change the string that it had because I didn't really like the string that it had, and I felt like this red ribbon would match better with the overall design. I'm starting off with doing like a very rough base coat in this red. It's just a simple red acrylic paint. And most of this is planned to be covered up, so I only did one base coat of red. So my plan for this is every time I'm gifted flowers, specifically roses, I like to keep them and dry them out and save them. And I thought it would be cute, especially like a cute idea to like use them in like projects to keep them in new ways instead of just flowers. And so I thought it would be cute to like glue on these dried and saved petals onto this. As you can see here, this is only some of the ones I had that I picked. Sometimes when you're drying petals or flowers, petals fall off from the flowers, so you could just collect those and use those, or you could just like do what I did and kind of just deconstruct the flower and save the petals for this project. I've seen people do things kind of like this with resin, which I feel like probably would have been and worked a little bit easier. But I don't have resin and I don't really know how to use it, so this is, I guess, the next best thing for me. And I feel like this would be a really cool project if you have a partner who always gives you flowers. You can kind of make this for them, kind of like a way to give it back and to show how much you appreciate and save all the flowers. I had a very specific idea in mind, so I picked out these specific petals to start as the center, and I kind of just worked my way around that because I wanted to make sure I had the center piece the way I wanted it. And I'm just using Elmer's glue all. I'm sure something like E6000 or like super glue or maybe even hot glue would have held better and maybe been easier than this, but because of another project I had been working on during this similar time, I was kind of over using hot glue, but you'll see that at another time. And so I really wanted to try something else, and I felt like this would work well. I usually use this glue when I'm like doing doll hair, and that holds up pretty well, so I was hoping this would hold up. But once I got like the specific idea I had with like the yellowish whitish petals, the rest was kind of just more spread out and just random around my initial idea. And honestly, this was kind of quick and easy to do, and I'm sure if you had like a better glue it would be even easier. This glue kind of kept popping up, or maybe if I would have flattened the petals. And I'm sure you could do this with like fake flowers or like maybe real petals, but I don't really know how that would work, or like the longevity of using real rose petals that aren't dried out, because I imagine they would dry out unless you'd use something like resin to kind of like freeze them. But I'm not really sure. This is kind of just what I had on hand and the idea that I had for Valentine's Day. And I just thought it would be cute and fun. And you could do and try to do like a design with all the rose petals, or you could do like something more random. But once I had all of them dried, and I went outside and sprayed them with like a clear matte sealant to help hold them into place and kind of hope that it'll help make it last longer. You don't really have to do this, but I just felt like it would be a good idea. And for my next step, I used the same red paint that I did on the background over the yellow whitish rose petals that I specifically put in this shape so I can write out I love you and draw on some little hearts. Again, this isn't a necessary step. I just thought it would be a little cute something to add to it. Make it feel a bit more like a Valentine's Day decoration. And you can honestly write anything. And on the back with my red and pink Posca markers, I just wrote a little Happy Valentine's Day message and like the dates and signed it and everything. And then once the paint was fully dried, I went out and sprayed it again just for extra safe measure. And this is how it turned out. I'm really happy with how it came out. It's definitely not perfect, but I think it's a really cute and pretty simple and inexpensive Valentine's Day project or gift idea. I hope you all like it, and let me know if you all think to try something like this. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it was pretty quick and easy to do. I'm not really sure where it's going to be hung up yet, but I am very excited to have it done, and I'm very happy and pleased with how it turned out. It kind of came out exactly how I planned it in my head, which made me really happy. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye!